What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday over here. I hope you guys are doing well, had a great weekend. Bitcoin currently still underneath 26K. I think the last time I checked, it was down almost 1%. That's pretty big movement for Bitcoin. So we're gonna see what it does because it's still very close to that breakdown point. It has been for the past couple of weeks. That breakdown point, of course, I talked about. If Bitcoin actually breaks that, it could have a huge downside potential, which could take quite a bit of the altcoins down with it. So very important here to pay attention to Bitcoin, not just any particular altcoin markets, but Bitcoin as well. The main topic of this post will also be about Cosmos, Atom token, Atom coin, and see what's going on in this market. It's a market that has been around for quite some time. So going to be taking a look in here. Could there be some potential upside? Will it continue downwards? Going to be taking a look into that and some price targets on both the upside and downside, as well as some key price levels. The price action in this market needs to break in order to go either direction. I will be giving you guys my personal opinion and sentiment on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Of course, I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I am not an elite trader of any sort, but I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear market, and I am looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get right into the charts. We do have Atom here, Cosmos, currently at about $6.67. Right, on this weekly time frame, you guys can see that it's been running within this falling wedge, which has been a very similar theme along with quite a bit of the altcoins here. If you guys have seen a lot of my other posts, you guys can see that this is a very common setup with a lot of the altcoins happening. That's because Bitcoin has been it has not been doing too much, right? It's been ranging, but for the past couple of months, it's been, on the downside trajectory. So Atom USD here, currently we are at getting to a low point here to the bottom trend line of this falling wedge. Falling wedge patterns typically break to the upside, okay? Typically, not absolutely, okay? It's got a long way to go to that breaking point, which would be at least well, at most, let's just say, at most $12.75 area, I would say, okay, according to what I have here. That is if it actually comes to the upper trend line by next week. If it doesn't, then you have a lower a price to break. Right, you're just gonna have to extrapolate out of this top trend line here if you guys have this chart drawn out as well. Right now, if the price action breaks down out of this falling wedge pattern, you basically take the measurement of this pattern here, opening of this pattern, which would be right here, starting from September 2022. Okay. All right, and then you put it on top of a expected breakout point. We're just gonna pick a random breakout point because I want to get a measure move, just a measure move. Okay. Now, I guess, just because this price action is so far towards the bottom trend line here, let's pick a later date because it's probably not going to get to the upper trend line here by next week. It's so far along down along this pattern here, right? Let's pick just another date here, just for the measure target's sake. It's going to give us a little more than $19 in that $19 area. Now, that is a measured target. It is an estimate. It is not an absolute automatic breakout to that price, okay? Don't misunderstand. Do your own Google searches on some of these trading concepts I'm talking about here. Falling wedges, measure moves, measure targets. Chart this on your own, because at the end of the day, that's what you're here for. You want to learn technical analysis. You want to be independent. You want to be, just be able to make your own judgments, because you don't want to listen to what people say on what they think about this market. You want to be able to judge it for yourself. That's how you're going to make it as a trader in the long run. Not just by listening to what people say, right? Now, so that is the measured target. Let's take a look into some key price levels, key resistances going upwards. Right off the bat here on this weekly time frame, almost all the weekly moving averages are within this pattern. We have the weekly 21, weekly 50, very well within the pattern, which is the blue line, and the gray line, 21 and the 50 SMA, respectively within this pattern. The weekly 200 currently about $13 area. That could probably come above the pattern, so we want to keep track of that. That's the orange line. Let's take a look into the monthly time frame. Monthly time frame, we have the monthly 50 at about $13.30 right now. We have the monthly 21 about $13.70 area. Want to note something here on this monthly time frame. There's possible bullish divergence from the previous monthly candle of August. Okay, let's see if that plays out. I'm not sure if I would read that as a double bottom, though. It looks more like a falling wedge. So just a side note there. Let's take a look into the 3-day time frame, where we do have the 3-day moving averages, blue line, gray line, which is the 21 and the 50 SMA, right above the price action. 3-day 200 SMA currently at about $13.50 area. It's probably going to come into the pattern. Daily moving averages, but basically all within this pattern. The blue line at about the 21 SMA, $7. 50 SMA about $8. 200 SMA at about $10. All right, so those are going to be some noticeable key resistances going upwards. Expect sell pressure coming from those key levels. You can also do a more detailed dive about what the resistances are on this monthly time frame. It's how I would like to look at it, because you just see cleaner candles, right? But depends on how detailed you want to be in checking out past trading history for probably profit-taking reasons. You could probably take a look into whatever time frame you want to look at, depending on what time frame you're trading, right? If you're trading the 1 minute, 5 minute, knock yourself out, right? So that is the upside. On the downside here, we're going to read past trading history, because we don't have any major moving averages beneath us. So, we're going to read it some past trading history for support. I think the immediate key level here would be about $7 area, coming from this group of candles right here. If you guys are on the monthly time frame, right, about the $7 area, it's a range, right? It's gonna be a pretty good range here, as you guys can see quite a bit of wicks, right? About $6, $6 to $7 area is gonna be quite a bit of support there. Now, support does not necessarily mean that it's going to be a huge bounce. I mean, I would just expect some kind of a bounce, most likely, right? Would it be a bounce for further upside price action, or would it be a bounce before continuation downwards? You really have to chart that on the lower time frames. if we're looking at the monthly here, probably look down to the weekly, even the 3-day for possible clues on what's likely to happen. Right. So $6 to $7 area, quite a bit of support here. And then you guys can just read into past trading history here because it's gonna get pretty messy in this area. Which I think in my opinion is good. There's gonna be quite a bit of support. But you know, it just depends on how you trade, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. Now, if you guys have made it this far into this video and don't already have a Webull account and want to get some free stocks, check out my referral link down below. They're still giving away free stocks valued up to $3,000. If you guys sign up for an account and deposit 100 US dollars, terms and conditions do apply. I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up with my referral link down below. So if you guys are going to trade anyways, why not get some free stuff? I did enjoy using Webull as an exchange for trading both cryptos and stocks. But with any exchange, I would not put all or most of my money on any particular exchange. I personally diversify my money across different exchanges in case one goes down. I don't get wrecked. If that sounds like something that makes sense to you, check it out. Referral link down below. Now, my opinion, like I said, it's going to depend heavily on Bitcoin. If you guys have been following me, you guys already know what Bitcoin is doing. I'm not going to get too detailed into the charts, but let me just show you. Bitcoin here on this weekly time frame, major caution to be taken here, right? Weekly time frame here, we do have double top, right? If it breaks down about 24.7K, that's a confirmed breakdown. Then, you know, it's going to start to not look good at all. There is the weekly 50 SMA coming up. We have a weekly candle close in about 5 hours. And, you know, that could probably come up to maybe 24.3, 24.4. You know, that could provide some type of a bounce. What type of a bounce would it be? Well, just gonna have to see on the, you know, on a lower time frame to see if there's any clues on if this would be a bounce to save the markets for the bulls, or would it be a bounce before continuation downwards? You know, after seeing the weekly 200 and the 21 SMA getting destroyed, you know, not looking too good, but gonna see. Just gonna have to look at the charts, right? I'm not gonna give an opinion before looking at the charts. So that's what I'm looking at. I am not trading Cosmos because I don't really like trading with you know, there's gonna be quite a bit of you know, support and resistances, so it's not gonna be a smooth direction going either way, in my opinion, using leverage. Right. I am overall still bullish on the markets, even though I am long and shorts. I have both longs and shorts on altcoins, on quite a bit of altcoins. Depending on their setup, of course, there are some altcoins that are breaking all-time lows. I think those are those have been pretty good for shorting. But that's just specific to my situation. Not financial advice, but you know, that's just what I'm doing. Now, this basically wraps it up for this post. Hope you guys, if you guys do want to see more of Adam, do drop a like, subscribe, comments. I will bring you guys more of a follow-up if enough of you guys want to see it. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a good one.